Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Before we start our lesson, I would like you to mark for yourself the register that is on the learning management system that we are going to use. Now, before we start our session, I would like us to go through the learning outcomes that we are going to discuss today. Our first learning outcome that we are going to discuss today is to define the term security threats as used in computer studies, identify categories of security threats as used in computer security, and our last one was it will be to discuss the importance of computer security to an organization. Now, I would like you to use the chat box to give me any volunteer. Use this chat box, or you can even raise up your hand and give me the definition of the term security threats. Anybody? Okay.
Okay, I can try.
Yes.
Security threat is a potential occurrence that could compromise the confidentiality, integrity, or availability of an organization's assets, data, or a system.
That's very good. Can you clap for Tundika? Now, uh, as Ruth has said, a security threat is anything that can harm a computer system or the data that is stored in it. Now, let's just go directly into our second learning outcome, that is to identify categories of uh, to identify the categories of security threats associated in computer security. So, using the chat box, I would like you to still use the chat box to give us some of the categories of computer security threats that you know. I can see Mr. Manuel saying it's a physical, yes, physical. Ruth Rundika saying malware. Juliet Tubaka phishing and malware. All those answers are very correct. Now, I can share some of the categories that I have. Maybe if you have left other categories outside, we can include in your notes as you make. So the first category we have the malware threats. Under malware threats, we can say that malware means any bad software that is designed to damage computer or steal data. For example, we can talk about things to do with viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, among others. We also have a network threat. So a network threat attacks through the internet or a network. An example, we can use an example of phishing, whereby you get fake emails that trick you to give information. We also have those, that's denial of services, and we also have man in. Then we also have human-related threats. These are caused by people mistake or actions, like putting there maybe a weak password. We also have physical threat. These are dangers that actually affect computer devices. For example, you can talk about thefts of laptops and natural disasters. Maybe we can talk about things to do with the fire, floods, and earthquakes. Now, our last learning outcome, it was to discuss about the importance of having security in an organization. Now, I would like you to still use the chat box to give me some of the importance of having security in an organization. Kindly use the chat box still, or you can raise up your hand, then you can give us some of the importance that you think uh, if you have a security in an organization, what are some importance towards the I can see Ruth Ndika saying protection of data. That's very correct. That's very correct. I can see data protection. That's good. Now, in addition of those points that we gave, we have one that is protects sensitive information. We have prevent financial losses from hackers or system failures. Therefore, to ensure business continuity by avoiding interruptions and also build trust and maintain reputation with clients. Finally, it also helps organizations follow legal and data protection rules. Now, before we conclude on our session that we have discussed, I'd like us to engage in a very small activity uh, that will make us maybe to remember whatever we have been learning here so that I know if you were following this session or you are not. Now, on your gadgets that you are using, there's a link that I have shared. I would like you to log in to the link that I've shared in our screen. Then, of course, there's a password that I'm sharing. I see Chebi is inside. Who else? The password is 3147994. Yes, I see Ruth. Any other person? Yes, AB. Shelzy san. I can see you people using some very funny names. Now, can we start? Let me initiate it. Now, in 3, 2, 1. Now, we only have 10 questions. So the first question, what is a security threat? Yes. I can see Shenzi Sana leading still. Okay. Another question. Why is it important to identify security threats? Okay. See, JB. That's fine. Another question. Which of the following is an external security threat? Wow, Shenzi Sana. Another question. Network vulnerability include she is still leading. Which password can lead to? Okay. Another question. Social engineering involves. I still see Shenzi still leading. Human error can cause threats by. Another question: which tool helps detect and remove malicious softwares? Mr. Chebi, I see Mr. Chebi now is leading. Number second, last question. Security awareness training helps employees. Hey, I see Shenzi. Our last question now. Why is it important to identify security threat? That's our last question. Why is it important to identify security threat? Wow. I see Shenzi leading, followed by Ruth and Chebi. Now, I think that's good. Now, before I conclude the session, I would like to leave you with an assignment. Assignment that you will go and do. You'll go and research on measures taken while you encounter some security threats. What are those measures that you will put in place when you encounter a security threat? Thank you. Let's meet in our next session.